Joined now by Pro Football Hall of Famer Fran Tarkenton. He is the chairman and founder of OneMoreCustomer.com. It's a great website, OneMoreCustomer.com. You were saying, you said this guy was such a guy.
Horace Gregg was one of the greatest players that ever lived. Smart, with the great Green Bay Packer teams of Lombardi's time. And back in those days, see, we didn't understand the protocol of concussions. I got concussions, and I would go off on the sideline, get my wits back and go out and play again.
Yes, they say you have your bell rung. And then you go, yeah.
But see, that's the problem, because now they're doing such a much better job. Mm-hmm. And the protocols they have, you have a concussion, it will heal. But if you go back and get hit in the head before it does heal, then that creates all kind of problems now in the future.
It's the repetitive nature of it. Yeah. My question is, this is a modern day helmet, this kind of helmet here. Does modern technology like this help at all?
I think it hurts more than it helps. We had almost a little 10 thing. We weighed about 10% of the weight of this helmet here. And you couldn't use your helmet as a weapon. This is a weapon. Mm-hmm. This is a big helmet, and they teach these people to hit with the headgear, and the headgear goes to the face, goes to the head. Wow. And I think it's more trauma than it was in our day. And so I think it's so great what they're doing now. And Sanjay's report, every high school parent or friend of a player ought to watch this, because we really ought to start in high schools, where the coaches and the trainers are not trained to do the protocol. They need doctors there.
If you had a teenager, would you let him play football?
I would. But I'd want my team to make sure the doctors are there. If my kid got hit in the head, got a concussion, I would keep him out of the game and do the protocols before we let him back in.
Do you have a connection to this documentary?
I do. Sanjay Gupta is one of my great friends, and a year ago he was at our house for dinner, and we started talking about concussions, and that gave him the notion to go and do the research. He's not just a TV doctor, as you know. He is a great neurosurgeon, and this documentary is a must-watch for every parent or friend of a high school or college or pro player.
I'm glad you said that, and I don't want you to go anywhere, Frank, because we're going to talk a little bit more. Remember, it's called Big Hits, Broken Dreams. It airs a little more than an hour from now at 8 Eastern. Dr. Sanjay Gupta reports. You don't want to miss it. And Sanjay's going to be on next hour, correct? It's going to be live here on CNN next hour. You don't want to miss that either. So, Fran, stay here. We're going to talk Super Bowl right after a quick break. And I know you also have some provocative thoughts about Peyton Manning's future in the NFL. Everyone will want to hear that.
What I would like to do, I think the plan would be, for these...
it's getting close, and we want to talk about the Super Bowl now. Who better to talk about the Super Bowl than Hall of Famer Fran Tarkenton, now the chairman and founder of the website,
OneMoreCustomer.com.
There you go. That's incredible. OneMoreCustomer.com. That is incredible.
Yeah, and I happened to play in 3 Super Bowls, ran out of time in each one. Should have won them all, but just ran out of time.
They cut you off. What happened?
I don't know.
It is a rematch from 4 years ago, Fran. The Giants and the Patriots. The Giants were struggling this season, going nowhere. How did they turn it around?
They got people healthy. They were 7-7. They wanted to fire Tom Coughlin. They thought he was an idiot. He's not. He's a great coach. The Giants have got more talent than the Patriots. This is not the Patriot team of 4 years ago. Belichick has put us together with smoke and mirrors. He's got a little offensive back playing defensive back now. He's got the taxi squatters playing in the secondary, but he has put it together. But New York should win this game because they're healthy. And the only reason that New England will win, if God wants them to.
You said New England?
New England. If that's the only way they can win. New York's the best team.
You got a score for me?
I think it'll be 24-21.
Hold on a minute. Oh, wait, I can do that afterwards. I'm not betting anyone. Don't think that I'm not doing that.
No, we don't do that.
No, we don't do that. Let's talk about one of the game's biggest stars. We're talking about Peyton Manning. He's hurt. How soon? He's going to be a free agent, right?
Yeah, but here's the deal. He's an icon. He made Indianapolis. And for his owner to come out and knock him and call him a politician is unbelievable. He's not going to play in Indianapolis next year.
You don't think?
No. Indianapolis needs to move on. They got to rebuild. Peyton doesn't want to stay there and rebuild. If Peyton is healthy and is going to play, he's going to play on a team that can win a championship. Indianapolis has fired everybody there, and they're in a rebuilding mode. Peyton Manning is as great a quarterback as ever played the game, and he's handled himself pristinely, and his owner made a jerk of himself.
Now, I'm in a quandary here.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Because you know, my radio in my car only stays on Sirius, on Howard 100, Howard 100.
You gotta move it.
That's all I listen to. So what am I going to do? Because you're gonna have a show. Do you know which channel?
It's going to be on Star 2, and we're going to start it actually the Friday before the Super Bowl, and we're going to do it next Friday night, and then after that we're going to do 6 to 9 on Monday nights on Star 2. And it's going to be a 3-hour show, and they'll replay it a couple of times, and I can talk about anything.
On Sirius, I know you can talk about Isn't that a luxury? That is so amazing. So you and Howard, you can't DVR. Sirius, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you very much. Next hour.